Good morning, boilers and ghouls. This is Royce Miller coming at you with yet another Let's Try. It's hard doing that while trying to maintain the Lugosi accent. Kind of devolved into like a generic Eastern European accent. Sounded a bit like Roman Bellic. Nico, cousin, let's go bowling. Well, it is morning, and much more apropos for the Let's Try at hand. Yesterday we tried the Halloween Crunch. Today we're trying the Lucky Charms. Our limited edition haunted marshmallows. And it's chocolate flavored. I've never had chocolate flavored Lucky Charms before. I am curious because, like, Lucky Charms, I mean, like, let's be honest here, they're okay, but they're kind of like alphabet cereal where it's just very bland. The reason people eat Lucky Charms is for the marshmallows, which would suck if you didn't like freeze dried marshmallows, which I do not. I hate freeze dried marshmallows. It is an awful texture. It's like chewing styrofoam. But I will suffer through it for you. So this adds on four new kinds of marshmallow. Now, I'm having trouble identifying what they are. Like, that's obviously a bat, but is that supposed to be a lightning bolt? And then, I guess this is a ghost. Maybe that's a cat? I don't know. Let's see, so... Find all the ghosts, bats, pumpkins, black cats, and spiders that are haunting the magic forest. So, ghosts. Okay, so ghost, bats, cat. Bats, cat, bats, pumpkins, black cats, ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Oh, okay. So there's only 3 here. The ghost, the bat, and I think that's a black cat. Well, I think so. I don't know. It's just kind of just a blob shape. Like, what are you, strange marshmallow? Now, leprechauns may not. Now, leprechauns are, of course, much more of a St. Patrick's Day thing, but obviously there is the one exception, which would be Warwick Davis's famous role as the leprechaun in The Leprechaun. I don't know if he has a name. It smells like Cocoa Puffs, which, granted, very apropos, but I was expecting more of a smell like Count Chocula. Which is weird how different the different chocolate flavored cereals taste. And of course, this is the first time I've had Lucky Charms where it's had the unicorn in it too. So let's try some of this cereal here. Very different from the Lucky Charms I grew up with. Anyway, now let's get the milk going. The Leprechaun movie had such a packed cast to it. So, obviously Warwick Davis, Wicket from Star Wars, Willow from Willow, the Orko stand-in from Masters of the Universe. No, wait, that I think that was Billy Barty, actually. But Warwick Davis is just a fantastic actor. And then you had Jennifer Aniston in what I believe was her first role. And you had the villain from Pee-wee's Big Adventure playing the slow guy. Which, I mean, I don't mean to say that. Like, it's ableist to say that, but the film is kind of ableist toward him, where he's kind of this, like, goofy slapstick character, but then the kid says, like, with this gold coin, we can afford to get you a surgery to make your brain work good, or something like that. I don't know. It's a weird thing. And the Leprechaun films in general are regarded as, like, kind of goofy, like schlock. But I think they were kind of always kind of meant to be that way. Like, you're not supposed to find Leprechaun intimidating. He's more like just creepy and, what do you call it? Silly, spooky fun. Alright. I've avoided eating these marshmallows for years. I'm gonna put it in my mouth for you guys. Ugh. I'm already getting these weird, like, cringing sensations just from imagining it. It's a little better. It's a little better than it's a little better than I remember, but not by much. It reminds me of when people would eat ice, and that mental image always gives me the shivers. I should say I've only seen the Leprechaun film through the gaze of the nostalgia critic. I watched his crossover video with Cinema Snob for it. So yeah, I'm sorry that I kind of have, again, I don't approve of my past idolizing Doug Walker, but that's what I did. Years wasted idolizing a guy who, quite frankly, isn't that good of a writer. Man literally thinks he's gonna be the next Steven Spielberg or whatever. Anyway, but of course, like, one of the best one-liners ever in a movie is in Leprechaun, which is, of course, "Fuck you, Lucky Charms," which is just a great line to quote, to again quote the Nostalgia Critic Cinema Snob review. That was cosmic. This cereal is pretty bad. Like, it's okay, but, like, it's just chocolate cereal with marshmallows, and it's not even good chocolate cereal. If you like Lucky Charms marshmallows, or if you like the freeze-dried marshmallows that come in cereal, you'll probably enjoy this, but I don't. I'm probably going to give the rest of this box to my grandma and for my little cousins. Like, this has actually been a few meals since I've eaten it. What's that? Royce doesn't just eat everything in one sitting? No, I have portion control. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's not my fault. You guys look at a fat person and think, oh, he must pig out at every single meal. No. Oh, I hate that texture. I hate that texture. I hate that texture. Ugh. That's a real nightmare of this. Even more so than Lucky dressed up as a brony. Actually, it looks more like the Equestronauts from that one episode of Bob's Burgers. Or no, Equesticles. They're male fans of Equestronauts, but they're fans of Equestronauts, but they have testicles. Man, this bowl is so big. Why did I overfill this bowl? And guess what tomorrow's is too? Like, I suffer for my art. Doing this crap tomorrow. Ugh. Texture is so much a part of food. Like, if you get a bad texture, it's gonna ruin something that's really good. That's why it's important to clean out your oysters. Way too often, I'll be having like oyster stew or something and get just a really gritty bite because the oysters weren't properly cleaned and the like gut parts cut off. I'm not sure if it's like sand or just like a gizzard or something like digested fish parts or something, but there's a part of an oyster where if you don't cut it out, it's really gritty and gross. This may be the slowest I've ever eaten on this show. Look at this. I still have half the bowl left. I was having so much fun with the crunch because like the Halloween Crunch is a nostalgic flavor. Well, the Captain Crunch itself is a nostalgic flavor, and like one thing I'll grant it: the cereal absorbs the milk very well. Again, I like a mushy cereal. Like that part is fine. It's these marshmallows that are awful. I wish they'd absorb the milk too. And maybe just swell back up into normal marshmallows. Allegedly, the first time marshmallows were put in cereal was a dude cutting up circus peanuts to put in like his Cheerios or whatever. Which is like, circus peanuts are so gross. I remember when I first tried circus peanuts, I was convinced they were going to be like a delicious peanut butter flavor. And I bit into one and it tasted like banana taffy, and I was so disappointed. Why would you make something shaped like a peanut and make it banana flavored? It doesn't make any sense. Ah! Ah! Like, you have to understand, like, how wretched this texture is for me. I don't know why it's so wretched. For some reason, it reminds me too much of chewing on ice. Even though it's not cold. I mean, outside the fact that it's swimming in, you know. How cold's the refrigerator? 38-degree milk? Oh. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Why do you keep shoveling it in your face? Because the sink's full and I don't want to dump the milk. Meh. I didn't flip you off, I just went meh. I'm gonna be sent to the bathroom over this. Lactose intolerance. I hate this. This wasn't worth it. And like, no offense to Lucky Charms, I'm sure, I'm sure they make, it's like, I'm sure their product is really good to most people. It's just, I hate that texture. I can't stand astronaut ice cream. I can't stand the freeze-dried marshmallows. Ugh. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. Y'all, a good one. This is Royce Miller. I'm gonna go take a bunch of lactate again. I'm outie. Bye.